Afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Toad TV. Cheers.
Cheers.
It is
late.
It's late, but we've been working on something that we want to share with you
Yes.
because we're very excited about it.
I had to finish a project.
Yeah, I have an FO. Haha. It's 4:30. Woo. All right. So,
Who are you?
I'm Mary Beth.
I'm Helen.
We are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow, where we dye yarn and do lots of crafty things. And
Introduce you to brand new rabbit holes.
yes. So, okay. First up, we have a question from yesterday.
Okay.
Cheryl wanted to know if we would consider doing an advent calendar for fabric. Yes.
Now we will.
Yes, we will. Let us know what you think. Would you be interested in buying an advent calendar of fabric?
It would probably be like a fat quarter a day, and then maybe some little notions and things thrown into.
Right.
And we're thinking, what were you saying, like
It's going to be like
$100 to
$100.
$150, depending on where we fall.
Depending, if we just do fabric, it's going to be about $100. If we do fabric plus
Notions and maybe
Notions.
like 100, 150, depending
Yeah.
on what we do.
So let us know if you're interested in that. Because
We got very excited.
fabric we have.
Yeah, and we just
This
we
is
were
going
having
to shock you.
fun ideas of things to put together.
Yes.
So
And it will all go together with our handmade for the holidays.
right.
So I was reading an article that Etsy sent us. Since we're Etsy sellers, and Etsy sent us something. And it's their tips and trends for 2020.
I'm mainly focusing on the holidays because we heard this from Pinterest as well. With the current situation, it appears the holiday shopping is just starting earlier than normal, like April.
Right.
So we're already behind the April.
However, one of the things that I was very interested in was the trends and the way the trends are going. And a lot of the trends are going to DIY kits and things like that because people are at home and their creative sides are coming out and they're making
Right.
things.
And also for the holidays, they were saying that whereas you might not be able to have a great big gathering, you might be focusing more on
decorating for it, right?
And getting ready for people. You're going to decorate your house and have a lovely backdrop for when you zoom in your family for Thanksgiving or whatever.
Right. And one of the things they said was expect the artfully imperfect look of DIY decor and gifts. So if you are like me, where nothing is ever perfect, artfully imperfect.
Yes, there you go.
There it is. Okay. So one of the big things that is going to be big for the season, comfy and cozy. Like Thanksgiving, people might eat outdoors and they might want a quilt or a blanket to wrap themselves up in. Here's a gift idea. Maybe crochet or knit a blanket, or having some cowls and scarves
and shawls. Our friend Ray was talking about how she always wanted to have a basket of shawls out by a fire pit or something like that,
Right.
just for people to grab.
to wrap themselves in.
And she chose to live in Arizona.
But one of the things also are craft kits. People are going to be giving craft kits so that if you know somebody who's crafty, maybe give them a new craft to start with something to try.
Right.
So I was very interested in this.
And it fit perfectly with our plan for today.
Right.
Very well timed, Etsy, very well timed.
But one of the things they said was if they're getting together and having like a Thanksgiving dinner, but you're doing it online kind of thing because you have people in different areas and you can't get together. They said one thing that makes it seem like you're more together is having the same place setting. So Thanksgiving placemats.
Right. And also there was something about Halloween, coming up with fun things for the kids to do, because probably trick-or-treating is going to be limited, if not completely out of the running. So you have fun activities for the kids to do and, really have fun decorating for Halloween.
Right.
As opposed to focusing so much on the going for the candy.
Right. So that was, cardigans. They search for cardigans is 80% up from last year. Searches for cardigans, so cardigans are going to be big.
Well, it fits perfectly with being home.
Right.
Not having to worry about dressing, because there's nothing more comfortable than wrapping yourself in a comfy cardigan.
Right. They did mention that cardigans with matching bralettes were going to be big. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys, because we're going to be talking over the coming weeks about home, handmade for the holidays, and this all fits in with, gifts that you can give that are going to be comfy and cozy and fun.
And not just the kits that we might be putting together, but if you're looking for a gift for somebody, as Mary Beth said, crochet up a quick blanket for comfy and cozy, or make a quilt, or handmade. But also fits in with our mystery skeins and mystery projects that we're planning to do.
Right.
So.
That was kind of the lead in with the mystery projects. Yeah. It's all going to fit in together. All right. So, shall we show?
Well, do you want to show this first or show the finished objects?
Show the finished objects.
Okay. Go ahead.
I would like to introduce you to somebody. This is Vincenzo.
Get to him first. You get the eyes. There you go. Perfect.
So, I made him. In case you can't tell by his Frankenstein neck and the fact that one of his legs...
don't find out what's wrong, because he is so cool.
He's very cool. His name is Vincenzo, but he goes by the nickname Fresh because he's the fresh prince.
Sorry. She just cracks herself up.
I do. Anyway, so there he is. And his arms, I can pose his arms a little bit. I can move them around a little bit. And his legs, I can twist a little bit so I can make him sit.
He's fantastic.
And he does sit. I have to tell you, making all the little fingers and toes took a little bit of time. He's kind of small, but he took a little bit longer than I expected.
Very small and all hand stitched.
Yep.
So
I stuffed him with leftover yarn ends, so he's a nice firm stuffing. And my stitching is not the greatest. However, this is one of the first ones that I've done like this, so I expect it to get much better as I go along. But there he is. I love him so much. I think he's amazing.
And have fun making him.
Oh, I did. I really did. We were having a Zoom or a FaceTime chat last night with two of our friends, and I finished just pretty much most of him while I was chatting with him. It was really quite fun. I finished him up this morning, putting all the pieces together this morning. So, I love him.
I adore him.
I love him. Vincenzo.
Mine, quite possibly, is my most favorite thing I've ever made in my entire life. This is Felix, the fox.
Look at his tail.
His clothes come off. He's got a button on his back pants. I love him so much.
He is so amazing.
Honestly, one of my most favorite things. He took a very long time.
We will get faster.
Yeah, well, also, he had a lot of moving pieces, but I love him. He's so worth it. And I really enjoyed making him. I wasn't sure about the whole hand stitching.
I know, me too.
But it's, they're made out of 100% wool felt. And it's really nice to work with, and it's nice to hand stitch.
Yeah.
So, the patterns are from Thread Follower. It's threadfollower.com. So this is Felix, but you can see that that's her logo up there.
And here's mine that I did. Now we are in contact with her because we want to be able to sell her patterns. because
Here's the new thing.
got my big bucket.
Oh, you want to? Oh, I thought you were gonna hold up the bucket.
Oh, okay. We're carrying felt. We have the 100% wool felt in over 40 different colors. Have some caramel. Oh my god, that's such a gorgeous color. I brought this one in because we got a bunch of heathered colored fabric that's great for animals' fur. So if you're going to make animals...
and it's great for the animal bodies.
Right. What we thought was we are just going to make all the inhabitants of the hollow. And we're just going to continue making them until we fill everybody in. But here's a dark brown heather that would be beautiful for some fur. So we have it in all different colors.
And we have bright colors as
Right.
well as the neutrals of the browns and the blacks and everything. So it's great for making the animals, making wool felt applique. The sheets are 100%. We're selling them in 8 by 12 inch sheets. They're 100% wool. They're not the wool blends. 100% wool. Really, really nice wool.
Yeah.
$3.25 a sheet, and they're available on the site today. So, and then we're gonna get the kits together for the animals. We're just waiting for
The final line sheet from
the designer.
from Cynthia. But I thought I could show you.
And some of the kits that we're going to put together are going to come with the pattern, where we can work with the designers to carry the patterns ourselves. And then some we'll show you, we'll make them, and then we'll tell you where you can get the pattern, because a lot of them come from books. But we'll have the kits to make particular animals, and then you buy the pattern yourselves.
Right. So the one that does the ones that we did, Vincenzo and Felix, her name, she's Cynthia Treen Studio on Etsy, and she has got,
Look at this one.
the most amazing animals that you can make. There's a blue-footed booby
In a stocking cap.
with this stocking cap. She's got Charlotte Fox, and then you can make her cloak too. I love her cloak. I actually want her cloak in my size.
Yeah. There's the raccoon.
So we could do,
With the raccoon being the mascot of 2020.
in his raincoat.
Yeah.
So all different patterns. She's wonderful. She's got amazing patterns that we're going to be carrying.
I will say her patterns are voluminous, but very, very well written.
Yeah.
I really didn't have, there was nothing really where I had to go in and try and, there was really nothing where I had to go in and interpret what she was talking about, and it's not something that we have really ever done before, especially on such a small scale,
Right.
because they are, hers are small.
So yeah, no, she's one, and then we got another book. It's kind of a shock for no one. Here.
We go all in.
Here's another book that look at them.
So these are the little travelers. We got this one on Amazon. We'll put links. But you can make a bear with his backpack. There's a snail with glasses.
For snail mail.
Right. There's of course a frog.
I don't even want to know what that is. Something just crashed in the other room, and I have 2 dogs and 2 people in here.
I'm going to say that the name Tabitha Stanley may be mentioned a little bit later. Look at him with his walking stick. I love them so much.
There are also, these are folk embroidered birds that you can get a book to make. And our friend Ray made us the rabbit and
Mouse.
mouse that are from these guys. So they're all different kinds. Okay, so we have the felt that's now available on the shop.
Right, so the sheets are available now. The kits are coming
Hopefully Friday.
very soon.
Yeah. And when we put together the kit, we're going to have, we're going to email you the pattern, and then we'll have exactly what you need as far as the felt is concerned.
Right.
And
then the little pieces, right? Because the pipe cleaners and
the
stuff.
pipe cleaners, some of them use pipe cleaners, like Felix took pipe cleaners.
He's very posable. Like breaking his arms, but.
So for that, we'll send the pipe cleaners as part of the kit. And you can join along with us because we know you love coming down these rabbit holes with us.
Yes. Yes.
And we all have our little animals.
And they make perfect little gifts.
They do. See? Handmade for the holidays.
Okay.
Love them. Love them, love them, love them. All right.
So,
Do we have anything else?
say goodbye to Nick.
Oh, Vincenzo. He will sit on your shoulder. There we go. He actually shows up very well against your shoulder. Okay.
All right. So,
Thank you guys very much.
go forth and create.
And we hope you have a wonderful rest of the day.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Bye.
Who knows what we'll be bringing tomorrow? I have no idea.